Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Last time, we had a conversation with King Bob over here. Turns out, the whole thing with Ivo and Nate was all a misunderstanding caused by Ivo's mom, who basically didn't want Ivo to marry a mortal who would die, and so Nate went off to go find a magic lamp so that he could live forever and marry Ivo, and Ivo thought that he left her, and... Don't look at me like that, Nate. I'm trying to explain stuff. He was like, all right, sure. Anyway, now we need to find an ancient lost city. I really have no clue where to look. It's called Lorem Ipsum, which apparently in the comments I've been told means pain itself. So that is super fitting. Also, our poor friend Critter is being held by tentacle vines, and so we need to go save him too. We learned the best way to do that is through tickling under their armpits? Sure, I guess we'll go do that. I don't know how, but we're gonna do it. Alright, let's do this thing. Yes, release Critter.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. No problem. Now you go and wait on the Mary, okay?
That must be Critter speak for where the hell did that laugh come from? Because I didn't see any mouths. It's time to get out, Nate. This garden is super haunted. Let's just go. Let's just leave while we can. We'll come back for Ivo. She's asleep. She won't even know we're gone. It's like Back to the Future. We come back, kiss, we're good. I still don't know where we're going. I guess just talk to Mary? Maybe Mary knows? Mary, dear.
Mary and me like a bit of banter. She says I haven't got a clue about flying airships, and that we only stay in the air because she ignores my commands. Ha!
Great. Don't find me Lorem Ipsum. Does that work? Will that work? Alright.
Hey, Mary.
Captain Nate?
What course have you set? Ooh, that's a good question.
What's our course, helmsman? Woman? Ship?
We are at anchor in the harbor and don't have a course.
Oh, play along. You know I like all that nautical stuff.
Course set 245 degrees north-south, Captain.
Very good. Keep course.
Great.
Yes, sir, Captain.
Continue north-south. Ivo's mother has taken her out.
Ivo's mother. She's simply switched her off. How dare she?
Switched her off?
Magic elven stuff. If I could, I'd go up there and...
You are not a fighter, Captain Nate. You are... No, wait a moment. You're not really a thinker either.
He's a doer.
What exactly are you?
A doer, Mary. A doer.
Yep, exactly my kind of guy. By the look of it, we have to find Lorem Ipsum. Here we go.
It looks as if we'll be off on our next adventure soon, Mary. Lorem Ipsum, the lost desert city.
I'll travel to the end of the world with you, but I'm driving.
Great.
All right. Let me know if there's a problem.
Oh, there's a huge problem.
And then?
He's a doer. And then he'll do it. But first off, let's handle finding out where we're going. I don't think you can just say, Mary, take me to a lost city and she'll take us there. Maybe we can?
Most of the communication between a captain and his ship's nonverbal. We'll leave it at that for now.
Are we gonna sign? Go to Lorem Ipsum. Damn it. Look at my wardrobe.
The Red Pirate kept asking me again and again about his costumes when I was drinking with him. I didn't have the heart to tell him we used some of them as oil rags.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Search it? Search it? That's so excited. Search it?
A sailor's uniform with a hat and a duck beak made of card. Nope. They're not going to help me in the current situation.
I disagree. It couldn't hide. Look at the
Provisions
mailbox.
are low. If we sail around much longer, we'll have to get supplies from somewhere. or Critter will have to eat less.
Take something to eat?
Tinned peaches. Oh, empty.
I was about to say millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Nope. 0 of peaches. No peaches for me.
The Mary consumes huge amounts of coal, for the oven, but primarily for the steam engine. The Miners Guild promised to give me free coal for the Mary for the rest of my life at the end of the war. When I reminded them, a rather grim-faced dwarf said that the whole thing was meant to be symbolic. Many promises were made in the rush of victory and later not kept.
Can I mess with that? No. Alright. Search the wardrobe. What about back here? Look at my writing desk.
Ivo tidied up here when we flew back from the Wildlands. At least that's what she called it. In reality, all she did was bring confusing order to my orderly disorder.
Tell me about it. There's something about orderly disorder that just makes everything orderly.
Navigation isn't a complicated science. I choose a place on the map I'd like to fly to, then I tell the Mary the name of the place and she flies me there.
Great.
I don't know why other people find it so difficult.
Well, in this case, it's because we're trying to find an ancient lost city that no one's ever seen, so that might be a problem.
All right, then.
Ooh, look at this map. That's cool. Can we start, like, up here? The Northlands.
I met Critter in the Northlands. Nice people up there. Penguins, mainly.
Penguins and critters. Millions of penguins. Penguins for me.
After everything Ivo told me, Seastone is a no-go at the moment. Better that we're not seen there without the Archmage. His human version, I mean. Wilbur comes from around there. Mainly just dwarves and gnomes live there. The White Ridge Mountains are too cold for humans.
Is there anything like over here? Nope. We're at the Elf Burrow. Oh, I don't want to fly to Tugator. Let's not go there. I can go back. Ooh, the Black Tower.
The Wildlands aren't that wild anymore since the Earth Gnomes took over the Archwitch's Tower. But there's still a lot of evil vermin lurking around in the surrounding countries.
All right, cool. I wonder if we can go back there later. Uh-oh. The Umzu Desert. That's
the desert where Lorem Ipsum must be. Wait a minute. I must have a more detailed map of the area somewhere.
That'd be super helpful. Hey! Wow, that's really detailed. It even has Scorpion Island. And Blue Beast Crag. Yep. Ooh, look at the mountains.
The Umzu Desert isn't all sand. There are stony mountains, gorges, and salt lakes. The one thing they have in common is that it's darn hot.
Well, let's not go there then. What about here?
That's the old oasis of Bremen. Ivo's father set off westwards from this town and reached Lorem Ipsum at some point. The problem is, I don't know how far west of Bremen the ruins are. The area is large, and if I'm unlucky, the ruins are completely covered in sand. I have to reduce the search area somehow.
So it's just between here and here then? It's in this area somewhere. Is it in this shade? Is that magic shade showing me where it's at? Because it's not down by Skull Bridge or Snake Cliff. What about Sexy Dancing Lady Town? Old Sexy Dancing Ladington. Alright, well that still doesn't help me at all. Back? There's gotta be other stuff to help me here. Look at chest.
A pile of maps, diaries, travelogues, and stuff. I was looking for things that promise eternal life. The Holy Grail, the Philosopher's Stone, the Fountain of Youth.
But all these other heroes got those things.
Harder to find than you'd think. That's why I had the idea with the djinn. At least I knew where to look for him.
Search the chest?
Wasn't there a book on Lorem Ipsum here? That's it.
Great. Okay. Look at that book.
A notebook with some notes on the lost city of Lorem Ipsum.
Look at the script. Look at the text. All right, well, let's read it.
This is the famous travelogue that reports on the city Lorem Ipsum, in a forgotten language.
Son of a bitch.
Scholars claim it speaks of life in the city and of huge wealth, the main reason that this text is so well known all around the world.
Can I read that unknown language?
ipsum dolor sit emet consectatur adipicici elit sed eismod
So the answer is
tempor
no.
institut ut labor et dolora magna aliqua ut enim ad minim veniam quis nostrud exercitation.
Somewhere there's a kid at Hogwarts getting pummeled with spells. Like, who's doing this to me? Stop it! Why is this happening?
And so on. For me, this is just
Those
a
damn
string of
Weasley
meaningless
boys.
words.
All right, well, look at the script.
What's this? The author seems to assign great meaning to these hieroglyphs.
It shows where they're at. Look at the drawing.
The author of this diary never found the city, so I don't know if this picture of the city is born of his fantasy or if it's based on descriptions.
Okay, can I look at it again?
Even if the city did once look like this, it perished thousands of years ago.
Oh my goodness.
There's surely nothing left but a few ruins. What are the chances that the Book of the Dead has survived?
Pretty good, considering you need it to complete this game. I got a feeling we're good.
If only I could read them. Why didn't the people back then just write under the pictures what they were supposed to mean?
You're telling me? That would be very helpful right now.
This is the famous travelogue that reports on the city Lorem
In a
Ipsum.
forgotten language.
And
Okay.
Scholars claim it's
Great. Well, that enlightened but didn't help at all. Look at the chest.
I like looking for lost things and solving long-hidden secrets. It's not really honest piracy, but Critter and I just want to be treasure hunters.
You're like Locke from Final Fantasy VI. I understand. Look at the dressing table. This is a fabulous hat. I should wear it.
I've seen alchemic lab benches and building sites with less stuff than this dressing table.
Can I take that beautiful hat? Mirror, mirror.
People always think that pirates don't care about their appearance. But that's not true. We're just as sensitive as everyone else when it comes to what we look like. You finally managed to get a good beard going. Then people say you looked better without.
Meanwhile, the Oracle's watching like, stop talking to yourself!
Perfume atomizers, face powder, makeup. Nothing of any use at the moment.
Great. What the hell? How do I translate it? I need to translate the text. I couldn't tell you how. Critter, do you have any idea? What were you doing? Definitely not sabotaging the ship. Man. I have a theory. I have an idea that might work. What if we go to the library and ask the books? Hey, books! You know this crap. Maybe you can help. Can I... Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. I wanted to do this and then... Ah! It's just going to keep sending me back. All right, so I need to talk to something. Hey, books! Do you know about this other book?
I wonder whether... Here. That's what I was looking for.
I didn't even know what we were looking for. What is it?
The book describes what the symbols mean. The first one is... a kind of angular stone?
Oh, shut the front door! Okay. All right. Love it. Love it. I'm okay with this. So, gem. Select the symbol gem.
Gemstones. Jewels. That's a promising start. The second symbol
Is desert.
desert. Yeah, makes sense. The city is somewhere in the Umzu Desert. Next,
We're putting it all together. Foot.
feet? What have feet got to do with it? Can you only reach the city by foot? The next symbol,
Is 3.
3. 3 feet. That's unusual. Perhaps the last symbol will make it clear.
Mountain.
Mountains. Jewels, desert, mountains. The jewel of the desert at the foot of the 3 mountains. That's it. Lorem Ipsum. The city with roofs of gold is the jewel of the desert, and it lies at the foot of 3 mountains.
That's so convenient that the mountains were also labeled
And
on our
these
map.
3 mountains must be west of Bremen. That should be easy to find.
Great. Let's go back. Don't worry, Ivo. I'll save you from a light nap. Alright, back we go. Set a course. Oh, we're getting this.
All right, then.
It's happening.
3 mountains west of Bremen.
Nailed it.
I bet Critter's next meal that the Jewel of the Desert is at the foot of these mountains. I'll mark the place on the big map.
Oh, so now I can fly there.
There hasn't been an airship visiting Lorem Ipsum for centuries, perhaps millennia, if ever. Time to pay a call to the old city. That must be it. Lorem Ipsum. And it looks like someone has already dug it up for us.
Wait, yeah, who is this guy? Wait, who are you?
Mummy with a small spade. I wonder.
Mortimer.
No, I'm Nate. That's Critter.
But I seek Mortimer.
Here? Under the sand?
Why aren't you Mortimer?
I, don't know.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I am... Isn't the question more, who are you?
I'm Nate, like I already said.
So you are neither Mortimer, nor that elf who was pretending to be Mortimer.
That... Yes, I can confirm that.
So many people. I can't possibly remember all these names. I will call you... Nate.
Great.
I can live with that.
Okay, so who is Mortimer?
Who is this Mortimer you're looking for?
Mortimer fetched me out of the darkness many years ago. I lived with him until he disappeared.
And now you're looking for him here?
Looking for whom?
That Mortimer.
You've seen him. I've been looking for him everywhere.
They do take the brain out when they mummify you, don't they? Have you excavated these ruins?
Don't tell me you dug this huge hole.
All right.
I mean, why did you dig it?
I'm not meant to say.
You can tell me. What's the hole all about?
Yes, about that. Why did you dig it?
Damn it.
I didn't. You did.
Of course. I wanted to go home.
So you're from Lorem Ipsum.
Yes. It must be here somewhere.
Have you had a look around?
Ah! Lorem Ipsum! What a coincidence! I was born here, you know.
Critter, put him in a bag, throw him on the ship. I'm done talking. I'm done talking to crazy people.
What can you tell me about Lorem Ipsum? What was life here like?
Oh, wonderful. We've always had good weather. We built the most beautiful temples with the most fiendish traps.
Son of a...
Sold them all around the world and made a lot of money from that.
You sold temples with built-in traps?
Of course. Walls that suddenly come together and squash any intruder. Invented here in Lorem Ipsum. We had breeding programs for scorpions and tarantulas. And we issued a 3,000-year guarantee for our traps.
That means your traps could still work today?
Traps? What traps?
So yeah, I'm looking for a book of the dead.
I'm looking for a book.
I've seen one lying on Mortimer's desk.
I'm looking for a particular book. The Book of the Dead.
Oh, but that's just a legend. That book apparently explains how one can bestow everlasting life on people by wrapping them up in gauze bandages.
Assuming it wasn't a legend, where would the Book of the Dead be hidden?
Ah, the Book of the Dead. Some say it is mere legend, but I have seen it many times. It was put into the tomb of the last pharaoh of Lorem Ipsum, the mad Tut-Tut.
Where is Tut-Tut?
And this Tut-Tut, where is he buried?
He is lying under a mighty pyramid, just like that one over there. Actually, now that I think about it, it's exactly like the one over there. What do you think? Why would someone put a pyramid here that looks exactly the same as Tut-Tut's?
How do you get into Tut-Tut's pyramid?
Who is Tut-Tut? And what's this pyramid you're talking about?
Ah, forget it.
What should I forget?
You did say he went mad, right? Also, about time we asked this question.
Don't mummies have their brains removed during embalmment?
That's funny. I could swear that I've heard that question somewhere before.
I bet. I've got to go. And you? You might want to get out of the sun for a couple of hours.
I've
Oh,
not got
God.
time for breaks. I'm looking for a pyramid. It must be here somewhere.
The one over there? Great. Okay, well, look at the depression.
A semicircular depression. There are lines and numbers carved into the stone on the inside. Perhaps some kind of calculation? Or something religious?
I'm not liking the snarky, smug look on this guy's face. Look at him.
The sand has protected the statues over the millennia. If they'd been exposed to the wind, there'd be nothing left of them but sand.
That's fine. I'm just gonna judge everything you do. Shut up, Sphinx!
No idea what that is.
Great. The mummy, the weird stone head.
I found a very similar stone head in the Northlands and took it with me. But there's no way it could be from the same stonemasons. We're thousands of miles from the Northlands.
Aliens. It's all aliens, man. You just gotta understand that. Look at the ruins.
According to legend, Lorem Ipsum had golden roofs. I can only see a pile of old stones.
What did I say? Aliens.
I can't imagine the whole pyramid was covered in sand. In that case, all this must have been more than 100 meters under the floor of the desert.
Also, this looks like a door, maybe.
I know lots of people find pyramids impressive, but what's the big deal? You pile up blocks into a heap. I could already do that when I was a kid. Maybe not as big, but the principle's the same.
Can we get into it?
The mummy said that the Book of the Dead was buried with the last pharaoh of Lorem Ipsum. His burial chamber is in the middle of the pyramid. You must be able to open it somehow.
You think with a depression?
The mummy said that
All right.
his burial chamber...
What about this? Is this a thing? No. So it's gotta be this bad boy right here somehow opens it.
A semicircular depression. There are lines and numbers carved into the stone on the inside. Perhaps some kind of calculation.
Let's see what Critter can do. Critter, look at the ruins. Such poo to the poot. What else can we do with Critter? Can Critter talk to the mummy?
You are so hairy. No wonder it took me so long to find you. I almost didn't recognize you.
So you think that's Mortimer?
You think? Well, we can try. But I really don't know why there would be a hairdresser down there.
Okay. Look at the sundial. He's so smart. Critter, you so smart. So what do I do? Look at the obelisks. Oh, did I not look at obelisks with Nate? Look at the pyramid. I didn't even see that with Nate. Let's flip back to Nate and we'll look at the obelisk. Yeah.
An obelisk. It must have been lying in the sand for millennia, like everything else.
So what does it say on it?
An obelisk.
Ah!
It must have been...
Okay. Look at the depression. Look at the sarcophagus?
A massive thing. I wonder if the mummy pulled it out here on his own. The little guy doesn't look that strong.
Is there something in it?
The sarcophagus is gold-plated. In normal circumstances, I would pocket some of the gold. But it's a bit different if the inhabitant of the sarcophagus is full of beans and still needs it.
Okay, so that is blocked off to me now. Oh!
The whole slab is covered with characters.
Useful characters.
Hieroglyphs, something that looks like Old Dwarvish, and normal letters. At Viro Eos et
Oh, it's the
accusam
Rosetta
et
Stone that's gonna help me
Christo
read the
duo
book!
Dolores et ea ribum. That's the same forgotten language as in the Lorem Ipsum text.
Nice.
UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. Hello there, old spore. Me just got to number one out of the plan. The bee's knees, the tip-top shape, I'm swell shape, and I'm gonna make a fortune for my ass for balls. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Jump the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Jump the balls up! Give me the... No!